My name's May and I'm 23 years old. Right now I work at Charleston Southern in admission. Before the marathon I started dealing with knee pain and then hip pain, but we couldn't really figure out what it was. I went to the doctor, he gave me cortisone shots and did an MRI on my knee originally. Didn't find anything. They were like, keep training, you got it. And I was like, great. So then kept running, did the whole training and then had more pain, and this time it was more in my hip. And it was my last long run when I noticed it, and then like I could tell something was wrong. And so then I started doing physical therapy just that the doctor recommended, like at the place, and it was just not really what I wanted. I was always kind of confused what I was supposed to be doing. There was multiple people in there. There was a few different doctors, so I'd work with different PTs every time, which was confusing for me because they would have me do different things, and then I was just not motivated to do it on my own. So then I got another MRI on my hip, and then the doctor told me I had a torn hip labrum. So then he was like, I really do not recommend you do this. So that was obviously very sad, and I was not able to run it. It was on the Monday of the race that week, and I was in the physical therapy office, and I was on the bike, and I was waiting for the doctor to come in and tell me like what the MRI said. And then he came in, he was like, oh, May, it's a torn hip labrum. And there was other people in there, and I literally was on the little stationary bike just sobbing, crying. I was like, no. So that was probably the worst. Like, that was a horrible feeling. And I was like, I'm not running, I'm not doing anything. Hopefully this will just go away. So I was on the phone with my mom one day, and I was like, I have to start running again, and I think I'm just gonna get surgery because I cannot deal with this anymore. The PT's not working, I'm done. And so my mom was like, no, you're not getting surgery. So she was like, why don't you look into something like a local gym and see if they have a person that can help you that's more individualized. So then Ethos was the only gym that I knew. On the page, it had all the different people listed who worked there. Rachel was on there, it said physical therapist, and then I ended up learning about Made to Move, signed up. Now that I didn't get surgery though, I am so happy. I cannot imagine now if I did not have Made to Move, how if I would have gone with surgery or just stayed in the other physical therapy. Like, I really don't think I would have been able to run 6 miles or hopefully train for a half or full marathon. Like, if I got surgery, that would have been like my life, I feel like would have been totally different now. I really didn't know what to expect when I walked in. I was a little nervous, and then I went into Rachel's office and she was so nice, and I felt very cared for compared to the other place that I went to. And just like on her whiteboard, writing out everything I wanted to do, I was like, felt that I could actually achieve them. It wasn't just like things swirling in my head. So that was a great feeling. So I would say nervous at first, but then when I left, I felt so confident just in the rest of the journey. Made to Move is so much better. I would literally recommend it to anyone. It made me feel that I could actually make progress and do something. I think at my old physical therapist that I was going to, I was working with different people every time. And so I was confused on the moves that I was supposed to be doing and what I was supposed to be focusing on at home. Rachel has been great. I love that we do a mix between doing actual physical therapy when I go see her in the gym, and then also talking things out and discussing what's working and what's not working. Like, to me, that feels special and like it's working a lot. Now I can run 6 miles, which is great. I'm gonna try and go a little longer this week. The first time I ran, we like did it together, and it was so fun. It was outside, and we just went around the block, and she was cheering me on, and I was like, yay! So that was good. Started off with a mile, and then like just been slowly adding more. And then I got up to about 4, and then one day I just was having such a good run, and I was like, my goal was 5, but then I was like, I'm just gonna do 6. So now I'm at 6 miles, which I'm really happy about. And now the past couple weeks in my runs, I can feel that my legs are actually getting stronger, and I'm not feeling like I'm running with bricks on me. And one of my goals that we wrote out on the first day was just to run 4 to 6 miles enjoyably and fun, because that's what I just want normal, like week to week to look like. So when I did that 6 miles and just had a great run, like listening to my music, I was so happy. I was like, yes, I'm finally getting back there. And I'm adding more weight in my exercises with Rachel. Honestly, just being more comfortable in the gym, because I was really scared to do weights, and now I'm like, oh, I kind of know what I'm doing. I just feel more prepared and like set up even for this half marathon that I want to do. I'm like, okay, I know the things that I need to be doing to get to that goal. I would say if you think that you have to get surgery, don't get surgery yet. Because I was skeptical for me if this was gonna work, and it has. And now I'm like, I'm not getting surgery. Like, that would be horrible for me. And it's cool to see how my body, I kind of doubted my body that it could heal on its own and get stronger just because I wasn't doing the right things before. But now that I know the right things, I'm like more proud of myself. I'm like, oh, my body can do it, which is a great feeling.